Hello and welcome everyone to the Uncomfortable Conversations fourth episode. The person that we have as a guest today means the world to me. I have literally known him since I was 16 years old, and he's a very, very, very special person. His name is Mr. Dinesh Raheja. He's an Indian author, columnist, TV scriptwriter, and a film historian. Dinesh has been writing on cinema for over 44 years. In his long and prolific career as a writer, he has worked as the editor of Movie Magazine from 1988, to 1999, manager of India Today's online film section, and editor of Bollywood News Service. He has been a regular columnist for Rediff.com and Sunday Midday for over a decade. Raheja is a committed film historian and has authored 5 books. Dinesh has also written for TV, such as Just Mohabbat Fiction, Kasam Se Fiction, and the BBC World TV show, Film India, and pens poems in English and Hindi, which have been published in several magazines and newspapers, and now has shaped into this book, Unfulfilled Desires. In 2017, Raheja initiated the Dinesh Raheja Workshop, in which he teaches Hindi film aspirants everything related to the media, including the art of image building and giving interviews. The Rock with Dr. YouTube channel is Dinesh Raheja's latest initiative. Welcome to the show, Dinesh, and thank you so much for giving us your very, very precious time. We are so grateful, and I am so touched and so honored and privileged to have you on my talk show, The Uncomfortable Conversation. And you know that you can flip the script and ask me questions, as many questions as you want, any question that you want. You know, I don't have a filter because I have nothing to lose and I really don't care. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Dinesh, thank you so much for giving us your precious time and welcome to my
pleasure.
show. No, it's my privilege, my pleasure. I've known you since I was 16 years old. Can you imagine? Oh my God. I don't know anyone who I've known since I was 16. Well, a few people that I don't want to know. But anyways, welcome to the Uncomfortable Conversation. The concept of this talk show is that I get to ask you any question I want. You can flip the script and you can ask me any question you want, and I will have zero filter because I have nothing to lose and I don't really care because I don't have to get a role in a movie in India. So I don't really care. So you can ask me anything. Okay, let's first get to the really important part. I just got done reading one of my favorite poems after a long time, and it's called Grief and the Yellow Leaf. Can we talk a little about that? I have a few questions for you about the poem.
Yeah, let me just introduce the poem first.
Sure.
It's part of my book, Adhuri Khwaishon hai. So
Unfulfilled desires.
right.
Right.
So we all have them. This title came from the शेर I wrote. अधूरी ख्वाहिशों ने जिंदा रखा है मुझे. अधूरी ख्वाहिशों ने जिंदा रखा है मुझे. मिल जाता सब मिल जाता सब अगर तो जीता मैं किस लिए.
वाह वाह वाह, क्या बात है, कमाल हो गया, बहुत अच्छा शेर है. I'm
Thank
stealing
you.
this one.
Feel it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, I, I read the poem many times. I've been reading it since yesterday. I went through Haunted. I went through a bunch of poems, and the only poem that stuck out and spoke to me, and pardon me, I'm recovering from a sore throat, is Grief, a Yellow Leaf. Now, you give the leaf everything: hope, care, water, sun, support, and it still turns yellow. Is this poem about a person or relationship or a part of yourself or something larger?
It's about everything. In
Okay,
life, everything is transient,
right,
whether it is success, relationships,
right.
you know, I think all relationships don't last for a lifetime.
Right.
Every relationship has a lifespan, but it may not be a lifetime.
Right. Yes, you're
So,
preaching to
and
the
also
choir here.
it reflects loss because I lost my brother at the age of 36
I'm sorry to
when
hear
he was
that.
36.
I'm sorry to
So
hear.
even today, sometimes my eyes just well up with tears at the thought that he's not there.
I'm
So,
sorry.
in fact, part of my book, I've dedicated the book to my grandchildren, and it includes my brother's grandson also. They do. So
Okay.
it's like you don't forget people; they just go away from your life.
Yes,
And so,
definitely.
if you see at the climax, I mean climax, I'm talking like a film person. If you see
But
at the end of the
that's where my next question is. The most striking moment is when you say that you may have to prune it tonight, even while your heart is heavy. What does the act of pruning something that you have loved mean to you? I know what it means to me. What does it mean to you?
no, I want to know what it means to you since I'm allowed to ask you this.
Oh, I dug myself in that one. Oh no. Um, well, my first love, which I think the entire universe, even people in Russia know by now. Um, I think pruning was a very, very perfect decision to do so, and I pruned it so well, and left no weeds around for any chance of it to grow back. But somehow, or way or the other, it pops right up. But that's me. Let's go back to you.
No, let me know what the Russians know. What you need.
I was making a joke. I think even the KGB know about my relationship now. What has been pruned, what has not been pruned, what is everything. But we have more fun stuff to talk about that later. Let's focus on your book. So what is the act of pruning something you have loved mean to you in related to the poem that I love?
It's there's a beautiful Hindi song, film song. वो अफसाना जिसे अंजाम तक लाना ना हो मुमकिन उसे किसी मोड़ पे छोड़ देना अच्छा. You have to give up on things you know are not going to grow.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
know
keep,
all about
you
that.
can't, you can't let the yellow leaf keep. You have to. It looks ugly. It
Yes.
looks sad in front all of the. So you have to prune it off. It may
And
be
there may
heavy.
be opportunities to plant new leaves. So why
New
not?
leaves will come, but
Exactly.
it's that's the whole optimism in the poem.
Right. Right.
I do want to end on a note that you prune the leaf and now you agree. We don't do that, no. We go on with life.
Right. Exactly. So moving on to my next question, you end with the promise of a new green leaf. Is that hope genuine, or is it the mind's way of surviving the yellowing?
No, absolutely genuine.
Genuine.
I think yes. I
Okay.
think you have to give hope space. You have to
Yeah.
make happiness. You have to make happiness and hope a habit.
Well, if you don't have hope, it's a very lonely place to be alive, isn't it?
Right, right, absolutely.
I think hope is very important, whether you have faith or if you don't have faith, or even if you're an atheist or an agnostic. If you don't have hope, it's a very, very lonely place. Hope
Ab-
and in my case, purpose, which is my charity and No More Tears. But my other question is: rain is often seen as rebirth, the force that allows a new leaf to emerge after pruning. Did you consciously think of renewal when you wrote the ending, or did it arrive on its own?
Sorry, I didn't get the question. What?
Well, when we think of rain, rain is often seen or thought of as
Rain as in monsoon. You're talking about rain.
rain as in barish is seen as rebirth, right? It's
Right.
seen as rebirth in our culture, in the Muslim culture, also in the Indian culture. I've lived in India for 9 years. I know that rain is seen as rebirth. At least that's what I was taught. I was a teenager, but that's what the elders told me, that it means rebirth. And I might be wrong. I don't know. But the force that allows a new leaf to emerge from after pruning. Did you consciously think of renewal when you wrote the ending, or did it arrive on its own?
No, I think it's the only logical conclusion.
Okay,
Something going away and something coming in its place. It's the
right.
way of life. You have to accept it, whether it's for everything, even for a job. When the movie magazine job ended, like I
Right.
gave it up for reasons best known to
Thank
me.
God.
Yeah, I thought it's the end of the world, and it was, since you mentioned rain, it was raining the day I came to know it's my last day at the job, and
Really?
I walked home.
What are the
I walked
odds?
home. I walked home and I was crying, and that I remember the chaplain quote that when you cry and it rains, you can't see the tears. No?
Yeah, yeah,
So
unbelievable.
I
Wow.
went home, and then I realized now when I look back at it, I feel, oh God, thank God I lost the job. I grew as a person. I evolved. I did so many things in life. Otherwise, I would still be the editor of a movie, and that's it.
I
So
mean,
I'm sure I would be doing a lot of things
I
with
just had
you.
to do 3 takes of your intro. Oh my God, your resume is massive. It's like a whole thesis, a dissertation. Absolutely unbelievable. Your work it speaks for itself. What all you have accomplished, again, it's a privilege and an honor. Now, can this poem also be read as a map for relationships that have turned yellow?
Of course, like I said, it's true for everything in life. Everything is transient, everything dies, and everything again, something new comes up in its place, some new relationship will come. I'm sure you must have had new relationships also.
Well,
Have you?
when
Let me
do you
ask you.
I'll answer this question when you answer this one. When do you think it is time to, we know it's time to prune rather than keep watering?
When the leaf turns yellow,
Okay. All right.
then you know.
Yes. For me, I realized my leaf turned yellow in 1999 with Koki Gustachios ko, whatever. I don't know how it goes. But
I
anyway,
want to know, I want to know about the new leaves.
that's later. We'll get to that. I promise you, we'll get to that. Okay. You have said you owe most of your creativity to pain. I often say that too. I think people as a people in general, universally, that have been through and suffered a lot of pain tend to be really creative people, or some go the other way and become, the extreme, like Stalin and Hitler, who were both abused very badly. But that's a whole different extreme that we're talking about. But people who have been through a lot of pain, and you're not unaware of my pain. You're pretty aware, more than aware of my pain. And I think that like I said, you have said that you owe most of your creativity to pain. When did you stop fighting the truth and start using it?
At a very early age, people don't believe this, but I was an introvert. I didn't know how to make friends.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we met, it didn't seem like that, neither from my side nor from your side.
But
I just took,
I was a
I just took to you.
chippy Mupat kid.
Nay, I just took to you. Honestly, I felt you're a nice soul, and I related to you
Well, you
instantly.
have we have energy, right? We, as human beings, we have that energy. I felt that energy with Divya Bharti. And in one meeting in Bangalore, we were together in a film in Andolan, and we just clicked like that. And in the hotel lobby, and the next thing I know, I was in her hotel room, and we were just gossiping away like she was 19, I was about 17, about to turn 18, because I shot Andolan when I was 17, and Sanju was must have been 37 because he just turned 67. So, but anyway, is there a cost to making art from pain?
Sorry, is there one?
Is there a cost to making art from pain?
No, I think it's very good in the sense like it helps me come out of my pain when I
Okay.
write. I feel sorry for people who can't write because they don't know how to. I don't know how they deal with it. I deal with it by writing. Whatever happens, like it gives birth to another poem or another article.
Right.
So it's very rejuvenating, in fact, for me when I write. I'm able to cope with my pain.
Yeah,
And then,
when I was doing, sorry to, pardon me to cut you off, but when I was doing my undergraduate degree in psychology, we had to do a class called free writing. And they said, write whatever comes to your mind, no essay, subject, no topic, no koi mudda, kuch bhi nahi, jo man mein aaye, jo dil mein aaye, likho, bas likho. And the teachers, professors would actually read the, some wrote a lot of rubbish, but including myself, but we would just have, our assignment was to free write. It was called free writing in psychology, so we had to do it. I love writing. I love journaling. It's so healthy for your mind. Absolutely.
absolutely.
Absolutely. You write that unfulfilled desires have kept you alive. Is grief itself one of those desires, the longing for what can no longer be restored?
Sorry, I'm not understanding.
You write that unfulfilled desires, the book has kept you alive. It's something that has given you hope. Is grief itself one of those desires?
No, no, no. I don't desire for grief.
Okay. The
In
longing
fact,
for what can no longer be restored?
no, no, no. I desire, right now, my desire is to see the convocation of my grandchildren.
Excellent. That's a good desire. Okay.
And I love them. They are my world. My whole world revolves around them.
All right.
So
So that's where your world should revolve around, because that's your, that's, I mean, what could be more important than that? Now,
true.
what are you still afraid to put on the page?
Many things. I'm just full of. Right now, got two books on my hand. One will be releasing on 14th of August. That's my book of poems. I wish you were here, or you could fly down to attend. And there's another book coming up which I'm not allowed to talk about right now. So that will be announced on, I think, the day of the release of the book of this book. I'll announce my next book. And
Okay.
then I want to do a workshop on haiku. I want people to know what haiku is. It's a beautiful art, Japanese art, 400 years old art of poems. They have these three-line non-rhyming poems.
Wow.
And there's something, they're usually about nature. It could be rains, flowers, and anything, but they say something profound.
Wow.
There's a
Okay, so you're busy. Wow. Okay. All right, now we're going to go through some philosophy and some hard questions. Ready?
ready.
All right. Why do bad things happen to good people?
They happen to good and bad people. Yeah, so it's just a way of life. You got to know, like Buddha said, everybody suffers. He told a person who went and said, please revive my husband or was it child. And he said, get what do you call that, grain of rice from
Right.
a house where nobody has died.
Right.
And he couldn't get it. So we all have go through this.
So
It's how we
everything
deal with
goes,
it.
everyone, good things happen to bad people, good things happen to good, bad things happen to good people. It works both ways. Okay, that's what you're saying. All right, my next question is, after everything that you have observed in cinema, in life, in your own losses, what is your philosophy of life now? What do you actually believe keeps a person going?
The desire to spread love.
That is beautiful. The desire to spread love. The desire to spread love. That's what I'm doing with my charity. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, what you're doing is brilliant, Sumi.
I
I
it's
think
it's amazing. It's I cannot put it in words. The stuff I've seen in 20 years that has been done to 5-year-olds, and I cannot even speak it.
I
Um,
know, I
but when
understand.
I rescue them, and it takes me even 5 to 6 months to see them smile at me and call me Somi Mommy, because I never had my own children. Um, I never got an opportunity to have my own children, but it's just hard to describe. It's indescribable. But anyway, okay. So you write that you no longer grab or grasp at life the way you once did. Is that surrender or a more dangerous kind of freedom?
No, I feel free. I feel unfettered. I feel I don't owe anybody anything except myself. So
Okay.
it makes life easier. Otherwise, you're always chasing, chasing, chasing. Now I'm doing things at my own pace.
Yeah,
I
that's what I like the Buddhist way of life. It's very, very just
Yeah,
relaxed. It
I'm
just
usually into Buddhism.
it's yeah. I like it because I'm a huge fan of Richard Gere, and he's majorly into Buddhism. And he
Oh,
often
can I be friends with Richard Gere too?
I'm sorry?
Can I be friends with Richard Gere too?
I wish. Oh my God, I'm ready to go to Tibet. Let's take a trip. Okay. All right, let's get back to your book for a second. In the dedication of this book, you acknowledge all those who are facing Parkinson's with composure. What made you include that line?
I'm suffering from Parkinson's. I wouldn't say suffering. Suffering is a strong word to use. I have Parkinson's,
May
and
I
I'm
ask when you were diagnosed?
5 years back.
Okay, and how are you coping?
Very well. I do
Excellent.
my
Excellent.
I do my exercises. I do my swimming, and do my share of optimism.
Wow. You have become a hero like a thousand umpteen thousand times for me than you were already, but unbelievable. Okay, have you watched people face Parkinson's with composure, which taught you about dignity, about the body, and about the spirit?
No, I try to make not a committee. What would I call it? I try to call people who have Parkinson's and say, let's talk about it, and let's deal with it jointly. But people didn't seem very receptive. They
Yeah,
wanted to deal.
yeah, people are a little uncomfortable sometimes to talk
Yeah.
about it. When the body begins to turn yellow in its own way slowly, without permission, as you know, we all have to go. What remains that still feels green to you? And I've been through a lot of ailments myself, so I know when when the body begins to turn yellow, and sometimes I feel like I want to give up hope. And what remains that still feel for me, what remains green to me is that no, Somi, you have to save more children's lives. There are many children from all over the world that are brought to America and are sold into human sex trafficking, and you have to get up and fight for their rights and save them and rescue them. So that's what keeps me going every day. It is not love that makes you live, it is purpose that keeps me alive, in my opinion. For some, it might be love. For me, it's purpose. Because everyone loves and gets married and has children, but they still want to act, they still want to do their work, they still want to have a purpose. Like Kajol, Madhuri Dixit, Meenakshi Shishadri, you name it, they're all back to work. All of them. They all
My, I want to reach out to people in whatever way I can and improve or do something to aid their life. Like, I get more joy in seeing bylines of my reporters today than I
right.
get to see my own byline. Because I hold these workshops for actors
I read
uh,
that. Yes.
where I teach them how to deal with the media.
Right.
And one of the students one day came and told me, "Sir, you share everything. Why don't you keep one ace up your sleeve at least?" I said, "No, now is the time to, not now, from the beginning, I just wanted to give as much of myself as I can.
Right.
What's that hold back? I remember Rishikesh Mukherjee, that famous, my favorite director, one of my favorite directors. I took some photographs from him, and when I was I said, when should I return them? He said, अब क्या दें वापस लेना, अब देने का वक्त आ गया है, रख दो, ये भी रख लो, मेरे पास जो भी मुझे नॉलेज है वो भी मेरी ले लो. It was brilliant what he said.
That's
I think
amazing. Some people you meet, I mean, I met, see, for me, Dharamji was my father. He was my father figure. And his loss, and Chintu uncle, I've been still been looking for Rajkir, and this is my 16th year. I've still been looking for him. So these people, Om Puriji, late Om Puriji, these were my mentors, and these were the people who treated me like their own daughter. Jitu ji, I mean, these were the good people. They were the legends. And unfortunately, I didn't get to meet my queen Rekha. Oh my God, that's my biggest regret.
I will organize that.
She is the most beautiful. I've been saying that since I was 5 years old, that she's the most beautiful woman in the world, with the cheekbones and the talent and the acting. I must have watched Umrao Jan 50 times. I still have two left feet, which is the saddest part in the world. But anyway.
No, but I must talk about Rekha ji. She's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what she's like. I have no idea. I've never.
I've interviewed her countless times. And one interview lasted for 15 hours. We met for 3 hours every day for 5 days.
Oh
Because
my God. If
I was
she,
doing 25 years of Rekha. I was doing all that.
I'm
So
so
I think
envious and I'm so jealous, because I just want to like touch her. She's so like, oh my gosh, she's stunning.
I don't know if she'll allow you to touch her, but not me at least. But she's amazing. She
I
is
just want to
something.
be able to have a conversation with her in Hindi,
Yeah,
English, whatever.
amazing. I asked her if you're the number one. She said, I don't know about that, but I'm God's chosen one. And
Wow. Wow.
are you Paro or what's the other character in Devdas? Paro and do you remember the other character?
Paro or oh my God, the
We both
Madhuri's character, Mardala one, Madhuri's character, right?
no, the other character. Anyway, she said I'm an amalgam of both.
Oh wow. Wow,
So
that's very deep.
she's got her answers packed.
That's very deep. Very, very deep. All right, you've promised me. I want a Zoom conversation with Rekha ji before. That's my bucket list before I leave this planet.
No, you don't have a Zoom conversation. I'll make you meet her.
Okay, so okay, let's do that. Let's make that happen. All right. After a lifetime of writing other people's stories, you have finally written your own in this raw form. Does it feel like completion or the beginning of a more difficult honesty?
No, I wrote 2 lines in this book. If I to paraphrase it, I don't think I remember them exactly. Uh, what is the ink called यार? स्याही से लिखना चाहता हूँ.
Right.
स्याही से लिखना चाहता हूँ. मुंह
Right.
काला नहीं करना चाहता.
I like that. I
So
like
you can ever write your entire story. It's nobody can. It's
right.
very difficult. It
Right.
requires a kind of honesty which beats everything. I don't think how many people can be that honest.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, what do you think happens to us after we die? I have my own perception. What's your perception?
Unfortunately, my perception is dust to dust. I don't think there's an afterlife.
Oh my God. We're soulmates. We are soulmates. I literally believe that after we're dead, it's as if we never existed. I literally believe in that.
Yes.
Literally believe in that. We're worm food, but I'm going to be cremated. So My ashes are going to be dispersed. I told my friend, disperse them in the garbage bin. I don't care. It doesn't matter. My soul is gone wherever it has to go. I don't even know if there's a soul that goes anywhere, because I think heaven and hell are on this planet, and there are a lot of
They're here right now.
yeah, exactly. Plus,
I wrote some lines. I wrote a haiku.
okay,
A leaf drops silently in the forest. A leaf drops silently in the forest. Trees don't grieve lost leaves.
wow.
Once we are dead and gone, it's not that the world is going to stop. We feel that way. We feel we are the center of the universe. We are the pivot of the universe. We are just one leaf.
See, it's so bizarre to me. I think that's why you and I, what you just said, it just coincided. I mean, verbatim, exactly how I feel is because I still, I still watched Cars yesterday. I watched Art the other day. I watched Ye Vada Raha the other day. I'm still, because when I was 4 and 5 years old, that's was what was mom's era. That was mom, Zeenat Aman, Parveen Babi, Rishi Kapoor, Amitabh Bachchan, Rajesh Khanna were all mom's heroes and heroines. So for me, I remember those movies as a child, and I love those movies because those were the movies I was allowed to watch, because if instead of kissing, they would take two flowers and they would make them connect, and that would be deemed as kissing. So now I can,
1 minute, just let me intercept you for a minute.
yes.
For me, for me, rains means seduction into making somebody pregnant. Because in Hindi films, it always rain, and they always blamed it to the rains. They were wet, they were in clothes there.
Oh, that's right. Mar gay mujhe teri judai. Rekha. Every time I think of Rekha with Jeetu Ji, that song. Oh my God! In that white sari, she looks like a queen. Oh my God! I absolutely,
I think of it as Aradhna, and because I'm from your mom's generation, maybe.
yeah.
Think of Aradhna, that Roop Tera Mastana.
See, I was a
Yeah.
huge fan of Mumtaz Ji. I still am. And I like the chemistry between Kaka Ji and Mumtaz Ji, Tina Muneem, Rishi Kapoor and Tina Muneem, better than Sharmila Tagore.
Oh,
Always as
really?
a kid. As a
Okay.
kid. I thought Mumtaz, and another reason Dharamji used to say, Meri mumu aa gayi. He used to say, my nose is just like Mumtaz. So I used to love that. He always say, Meri mumu aa gayi, Meri mumu aa gayi. So I used to love that. So I think Mumtaz, I mean, her talent, her dance, and her beauty. I mean, come on. Those songs of Kakaji from back then, Zindagi ka safar hai ye kaisa safar. Oh my God. I mean,
छुप गए सारे नजारे वही क्या बात हो गई तूने काजल
काजल
लगाया दिन में
लगाया
रात हो
दिन में रात हो गई. अरे, we can, I cannot wait to sit with you. I cannot wait to sit with you. All right, let's see. Does luck play a part in succeeding as an actor? And I'm asking you this because Mitunda, I did my worst amount, sorry, not worst, most amount of movies. The most amount of movies I did were with Mitunda. And Mitunda always told me one thing. He said, Somi, remember, sab naseeb ka khel hai. And I always, I kind of believed that. I was like, is that true? But I worked so hard in my NGO. I got 3 presidential awards. I've been running it for 20 years. Does luck play a part in every aspect of your life? Is that true?
I believe in what Buddha says. You can,
Elaborate, please.
you are what you think,
Okay. So
so
you manifest.
you can write your destiny.
You manifest. It's like self-fulfilling prophecy in psychology. That's what we learn. You manifest.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
you manifest it.
Okay.
Even if you're ill, you start saying, "I'm fine, I'm okay,
Right.
I'm doing." Before going to bed or during the day also when you feel, it will
Right.
somewhere manifest itself. I think Tadbir is bigger than Takdir.
Tadbir, say that again.
Tadbir is bigger than Takdir.
Okay, I have to ask my mom what that word means.
I'll tell you. You don't
That
have to ask. You can ask me.
tadbir,
Tadbir.
tadbir is bigger than. Then takdir, which is
Yeah.
kismet. Kismet.
Yes, Tanveer is your koshish, your effort.
Tadbir is effort. Okay, effort. All right.
तदबीर से बिगड़ी हुई तकदीर बना ले अपने पे
Oh,
भरोसा
that's
है
right. That's right. Yeah, I've heard that.
पे दाव लगा ले.
I've heard that. That's right. So,
What do you think about it?
I'm sorry?
What do you think about it? Do you think we are all predestined to live lives?
I think I go with Mitunda. Mitunda was a mentor of mine, and I do think that what I've witnessed in my life from the age of, I turned 16 in Bombay. Gautam Rajadhyaksha did my first photo shoot in my life, and I miss him to death. I miss him so much.
I
I
worked
miss
a lot with him.
I miss him so much. And he did my first photo shoot, and we looked at the photos, and he said, "She's got a very Zinat Aman Parveen Bobby look, very Western."
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, he's comparing me to Parveen Bobby. Oh my God. She's like, I love her. Oh my God. And I actually
He was lovable.
I got to meet Parveen Bobby when I was there. I had just moved into Siroc Hotel, and I had gone to Holiday Inn, but that's another story for another time. But I do believe that luck plays a little bit of a part in talent, hard work. I think there's an element, an ingredient of luck that does come in. That's my opinion.
I
Because
just wanted to add something.
yeah,
In 1997,
sure.
I was told that I've got 2 years to live.
Oh my God.
I'm talking to you today. So I just worked on it. I said, no, I'm not going to die. People live, I worked to live. So it's like,
Wow. Oh my God.
so
Wow.
I did, and what kept me alive was more than medicines, was yoga, transcendental meditation, Reiki, art of living.
Right.
You got to never give up on life.
That's so beautiful. And coming from you and what you just divulged, it's unbelievable. Okay, I want to ask you a personal question. Not that these are not personal, but this is very personal to me. Why did you choose not to print an incident with me at a restaurant that you witnessed firsthand? What was your thought process at the time when every tabloid made a mountain of a molehill? Apparently, I had a bottle smashed on my head, whereas it was just thumbs up.
You know, Somy, not that I'm going senile, but this incident is, I don't remember it.
Are you serious? You were right there. You saw
I
it
don't
all
remember
firsthand.
it. I don't remember it now. I didn't remember it so many years back. Not that I'm saying I didn't remember it when it
Manisha
incident
was
happened.
there. It was all, you were right there. And I was
Are
like,
you sure it was me?
yes, it was. I looked at Manya and I said, oh my God, out of all the people, it is the editor of Movie Magazine sitting across from us. What is my luck sucks. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. And then enter comes, you know who, and then it goes all the way outside, and there's tug of war. I'm getting pulled by Manisha from one hand, and I'm getting pulled by the other person from the other hand. And I'm thinking, Dinesh watched all of this and he never wrote this. But
Tell me which year was this?
oh God, I don't remember that. It was the first time I tried. It's the first time I tried rum. I didn't even know what rum was. I went.
92, around 92.
It was around 95 because
Oh, then you know what? I'll tell you, Somi. It was not to do anything to keep my relationship with Salman together, because by that time he was not wasn't talking to me already.
oh
You
really?
know,
He's very close to Bharti Dubey.
he
That's his.
was very close to me also.
Oh, I didn't
Before
know that. I didn't know
before
that.
मैंने प्यार किया, he used to come to my office and he would just sit, and then I would tell Salman, I've got work to do. He would say no. He would type on my typewriter. He would not my typewriter, my secretary's typewriter.
Right.
He would say, I would order biryani for him. Then he would he would drop my reporters on the way back home. would stop at Mahim to do his little bit of charity, which he used to do, and used to feed those people there.
Yeah.
And he would just generally just hang around in my office and even organize the trial show of Maine Pyar Ka Kiya for me. And I saw it and I told him, "You're going to be a superstar. Nothing can stop
Wow.
you." And I gave him his first cover. So we were really close, but then something happened, and then
Things
when
happen.
so something happened.
No, I said things happen because what happens is, our worst trait as human beings is ego. And once ego comes into our body, into our mind, and into our soul, it's the death of us. And I'm not
But
talking.
I never let that impact the way I wrote about his box office performances of his films.
It's
I'm
not
not
about what you
vindictive.
wrote. It's the mannerism, the demeanor, that the God complex, that no one can ever no one can ever harm me. I rule the world. I'm the king. When you start getting those kind of thoughts, and I've spent literally 9 years of my life with this person, so I know the thoughts that this person has, sober and not sober, and they're all like ridiculous. But
But when he's good, he's very good.
I'm sorry?
He can be very nice too.
When you reread Grief, a Yellow Leaf now, does it still hurt in the same place, or has the pain moved?
No, I think it's a universal truth. You can't escape it.
Yeah, because it
And
hurt me. It hurt me a lot.
it hurt you. Why did it hurt you? I'm interested.
Because it took me back to I really wanted to be a mom when I was 23, 24. I wanted to settle down, get married, and have children. And I went to India because I watched Maine Pyar Kiya and I had a crush on Salman. And I went to India. I had a dream from Allah that if you go to India, he'll be your savior and you have to go marry him. I ultimately went and started dating him, and unfortunately, I was due to many incidents that I don't want to mention here, but just a lot of regrets, and not regrets, but a lot of things that could have been worked out in a better way turned out to be very, very catastrophic, to say the least. And you know what I'm talking about. But
Show me, but I want to share something here. You said you learn something from people all the time.
sure.
There's a 60s actress called Sadhna Ji. She was very close to me, extremely close to me.
Is she the one?
And
She was in a scary movie, which she
yes,
would
yes,
sing.
Hope on Thee.
She would sing that song that in a black and white movie.
Yeah, yeah. Naina Barse Rim
Yes,
Jim Rim.
yes, it was because I love scary movies, so I remember watching that.
Yeah, yeah. She was a very famous actress. She did a film called Arzu Mere Mehboob Waqt.
Is she still around?
No, no, she passed away some few years back.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry to
she
hear that.
told me once, regret is a very wasteful emotion
Right. It is.
because
It
she,
absolutely is. It is, but look what I gained. From the 59,432 lives that No More Tears has saved, out of that 31,000 are children, and they all call me Somi Mummy.
so count your blessings instead of
Yeah,
looking back
because
at what went wrong.
I didn't lose three children. I gained 31,000 children,
Absolutely.
and ongoing and counting. So, you know,
I'll tell you something very interesting here, Somi. When you look at the smaller picture, you feel why? What is happening? Then when you look back at the larger picture 10, 20 years later, you said, oh, there's a design in what is happening in my life. It's not just a series of coincidences.
it
It's
reminds me
working
of a
towards
scene
something.
from Sajan. I don't know if you remember the movie Sajan with Sanju, where Sanju is in a church.
Of course, I remember. Yes.
Sanju's in a church and he's saying, "Why me, Bhagwan? Why me?" Because he couldn't walk. And then they cut to a man with no legs, and it's a small scene, very small scene, but it's phenomenal, and it's huge if you understand it. That before you question why me, think about other people who are less fortunate than yourselves, and which is why I gave birth to No More Tears. And I decided to do good with all the bad that I endured. Why not do good with it? Turn it around and make it good. But anyway, let's move on to,
On a lighter note, Somi,
yeah,
I remember Sarjan because I'd gone for the trial show. They used to have trial shows, remember?
of course,
Used to,
Ajanta Arts, of course.
yeah. So they were having a trial show at Dimple, which is a theater, preview
Of
theater
course,
owned
I
by
remember, yeah.
Rajendra Kumar.
Yes.
So he came and he congratulated the producer, and then he said he couldn't resist saying this. He's saying, मेरी पिक्चर आरजू को अच्छी तरह से कॉपी किया है.
Oh my God.
So that
Unbelievable.
was a left-handed compliment.
Of course, it's a backhanded compliment. Absolutely. Speaking of Rajinder uncle, I spent a lot of time with him. I spoke with Vijeta Pandit not too long ago. She was looking for some work for her son. And I
Right.
used to love her husband. He was the nicest guy ever. Adesh was
Yes.
so sweet. He was
Adesh. Yes, yes,
so
absolutely.
sweet, lovely man, lovely, lovely man. And I unfortunately, I'm not connected in Bollywood or Hindi cinema at all. So I there's nothing I can do in order to help her son in that field. It has to be someone who's in connected in that world. So,
True.
but anyway, coming back to you, leave us with one thought, not necessarily a comforting one, but a true one that you want the audience to carry when they leave this conversation.
Sorry?
Okay, leave us with one thought, not
One,
not necessarily a comforting thought, a true thought that you want the viewers to carry when they leave this conversation, when they when they stop watching this show. What is the one message or thought that you want to leave them with? It doesn't have to be comforting, but it should be true.
you have no control over external events, but you have control over your reaction.
That's very true. All right, now we have the fun part. Yay! All right.
Yay, yay.
Yay, yay, yay. Fun part. Okay. Pav Bhaji or Pani Puri?
Pani Puri anytime, any day, any minute of the hour.
Is Elko Market still alive?
No, I don't like Elko Market Pani Puri anymore.
Is it still there though? It's gone? Really?
Now I like Pani Puri, which my wife makes.
No, but Elko Market is gone.
It's there, but it's not. I mean, I don't know if we can say this or
Gone down. The quality's
yeah,
gone down.
yeah. At least, I mean, I wouldn't say that I don't like it anymore there.
My dad initially put me in a paying PG, and PG I didn't know was a paying guest. I think I told you this on the phone, and they were strict Hindu Jains. I used to sneak in chicken sandwiches because I was from Miami, Florida. So one day the girl said, I think her name was Sonali Sonakshi. If she sees this, she'll probably get mad or laugh. I don't know what. But she said, you know, हमको पता है कि तुम घर पे चिकन लेके आते हो हमारे घर पे हम लोग हिंदू जैन है तुमको शर्म नहीं आती I called dad like a brat. I said, Dad, get me out of here and get me in a hotel. What is this nonsense? I cannot chicken sandwiches in my own room that I'm renting. I cannot eat the food I want. What rubbish is this? And that's when I ended up moving to Sea Rock Hotel and I lived there. I cannot believe I lived in Sea Rock for 5 years. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. All right. What do you think of Nasir Din Shah? What do you think of Nasir as an actor on a
He's a
scale from
terrific
1 to 10?
10.
Okay.
He's a terrific actor.
Okay. What do you think of him as a person?
Yeah, I was hoping you would ask me that.
Yes.
He's not easy as a person.
Yes.
But I remember doing an interview with him, and I looked bored midway. So he said, "What's happening?" I said, "I think you're not speaking the truth." So he looked at me and said, "Okay, let's do the interview again." And then he gave me a beautiful interview.
Okay,
So,
can you
as
please?
a journalist, you need courage to tell the person you're interviewing that, look, it's not happening.
So I've been dying to get him to come on the Uncomfortable Conversation, and I was stuck with him in Jodhpur with Vinod Khanna, Vinod Uncle, and Nasir in Jodhpur for 20 days. And the film never got shot. It was an art film. But if you can convey this message, Somy Ali from Miami, Florida would like to interview on her talk show called The Uncomfortable Conversation, and the questions are going to be extremely uncomfortable, and she would love to have you on there. Give him that message. Tell him that the questions are going to be
I don't have that equation today.
highly, highly uncomfortable for him. Anyway, okay, moving forward. Um, Rekha or Sri Devi ji, and
Who?
why?
Pardon?
Rekha or Sri Devi ji, and why? Which one do you?
Both. Both. I can't. I'm sorry. Both of them. They're terrific. Sridevi, Rekha, I relate more to as a person. But even Sridevi got very comfortable with me. I remember in one of her
No, I'm
last
talking
interviews.
first talent. First talent, then as a person.
See, I think Sridevi has got a bigger talent for comedy, definitely. Though Rekha was
You
excellent in
know
food.
why? She used to watch cartoons. You know who told me that? Late Saroj Khan.
She used to
Sarojji
call.
said, Sarojji said Sri Devi's obsessed with cartoons. That's where she gets her comedy from. And she loved Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, wonderful. And I have to tell you something. I had gone for a Silver Jubilee function of Farzor Kanun, and the
Okay.
publicist called Gopal Pandey.
Okay.
God bless his soul, he's no more. He brought two girls to me. He brought to introduce me, and he said, "This is Sri Devi, and she wants to make it in Hindi films." It was so amazing. Now when I look back at it, and I said, "Oh, I don't know what I can do for her, but if she does some work in Hindi films, then maybe I can write about her."
Do you know Sri Devi was in a movie called Julie? I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Yes, yes, yes. Of course,
She
she
was
was there.
12 years old and I wasn't allowed to watch it by my mother because apparently the girl gets
Oh,
pregnant.
yeah, Julie was a very hot film.
Yeah, so my mother said, "No way you're watching that movie." I
I
remember.
can't believe with the kind of eroticism, the film's music, song, everything.
Who was that girl who played Julie? She was a South Indian actress.
Lakshmi.
Okay, and then the
She
guy
was
we don't know.
excellent. Guy was Vikram.
And he's from Bombay or South India?
No, no, he's very much from Bombay.
Okay, all right.
So together they created an amazing chemistry. You have to watch the film now.
Okay. So with Rekha, talent, 10.
10,
Personality, I don't know. Sridevi,
10, 10, 10. Personality 10.
I'm
The
dying
way
to,
she
I'm dying to meet her. I'm dying to meet her.
she is exact. You know that phrase we often use, ugly duckling to swan. She is like that. She has really groomed herself. As far as grooming goes, nobody can beat Rekha at what she has done with herself.
I know I've seen
You
her
see
old.
her in the past film Sawan Bhado.
I've
Somebody called
seen
her
that,
ugly buffalo and things like that. They used to say
but that's horrible.
unbelievable. And then what she became transformed into is like something else.
Okay.
And it's a self evolvement. She did it all by herself.
And do you know that I heard one of her interviews, she never learned how to dance, not one step.
But
And
she danced so
look what she did in Umrao Jan. I cannot believe
absolutely.
it. She's
Yeah.
10, forget 10, 100 on 100. And then as far as talent, I don't know her personally. Sri Devi, I met her personally. I like a Miami girl. I said, "Hi, how are you? My name is Somy Ali." And she said, "Namaste ji." And she looked down and I was like, "What is this? What what is
You
this?"
know, you
But
know what? I have to share something, Somiya. I was with Cine Blitz, and quite a few stars didn't talk to that magazine. And Parveen Babi was one of them. So when I went to meet her, I said, "Look, I know you don't talk to my magazine, but I'm very keen to interview you." And she
right.
said, "Namaste." And she left me.
Sridevi did. She does.
Parveen Bhavi.
Parveen is so hip. She was so
I know,
hip.
so just to underline it, to rub it, and she said,
Oh, I see. I get it. I
Namaste.
get it. So she was shooting. I remember. Sarojji introduced me to her. She was shooting for a song in a jhula with rain for Lamhe, and I went to Mehboob Studios, and I told Sarojji, I said, "Can you introduce me to her? She's like, huge." And I was like, "Hi, I'm Somi from Miami," and now I put my hand out, and she didn't shake my hand. She said, "Namaskar, namaskar, namaste." And
But she has a sense of humor once you get to know her better. Like
I heard,
I
I heard.
remember,
Chintu uncle told me that. I heard.
I remember telling her there's a bit of sadma in all your roles. When you perform,
Right.
you've seen Sadma. In Sadma, she
Are
plays a
you kidding
slightly.
me? I've seen it like 5 times.
So I said, there's a bit of Sadma in all your roles. She said, oh no, don't tell me that.
She was a brilliant performer.
But she
She,
was a switch on, switch off interviewee. The moment your questions were over, you were cut off.
wow. Okay.
But while she was doing the interview, she was totally into it. I
Okay.
find her, there are some people I would like to share who I enjoyed interviewing.
Sure.
There was Devi, there was Dimple Kapadia. Dimple Kapadia and I
Oh,
together
she's
were,
stunning. Oh my God, she's so
and
stunning.
Rajesh Khanna, he gave me some
Oh,
of my best interviews. And Mr. Bachchan, I call him Amitabh. I don't add G to it, which is my bad.
I call him Amit Ji.
And Dave Saab, oh my God, I love the man.
I love Dave Saab. He was amazing. He
Was
was
so kind, so
the
nice.
vibes, the energy, love, love, love. Nothing but
Yes,
love.
just you're so good. I want to, in my memo, I'm going to write, think I should write my memoirs. And in that, I'm going to write about how I went on stage on Devanand's release of his book. He's releasing his book. I go
Right,
there on stage
right.
and I'm going to shake hands. And he says, Dinesh, I loved your column in Sunday Midday last week. And he said, Dev sir, today is your day, not my day.
Oh my God, that was
He's such
absolutely
a
amazing imitation. Unbelievable. Okay, so what about Alia Bhatt or Deepika Padukone and why? Performance
Alia
and
Bhatt.
personality.
Alia Bhatt, I think she's a diminutive dynamo. She's amazing. And she interprets every role so well. I think she's like, I love Deepika Padukone too, but Alia Bhatt is, I think,
So Alia,
super.
I love Alia in the new generation. She's my favorite because I saw her in Gangubai, and that's the work that I'm engrossed in, that I do. So I loved her in that movie. And Deepika, unfortunately, I haven't seen a single film of Deepika's. Actually, no, I take that back. I saw a movie of Deepika, and she was an excellent actress. It was with the late Irfan Khan, with Amit G. What was it called? Where they go on a road trip traveling.
Yeah. It was an amazing film.
Piku, Piku.
Piku.
Yeah,
Piku.
yeah. So I think they're both excellent actors. Excellent actors.
Both
Absolutely.
of them. Both of them.
All
And
right.
Deepika is stunning to look at. I like three actresses. Priyanka
My
Chopra,
mom is
Deepika.
obsessed with Deepika. She's like, Are, she reminds me of Rekha.
You are very, what to say, bonded with your mom. From this conversation, I can
yeah,
make out.
yeah. All we do is talk about like when I was 5 and all the Rekha and Parveen Bobbies and Zeenat Amans. That's all we do. And coming to
But now she's moved on to Deepika, so she has progressed.
she loves Deepika. She's like, अरे ये तो रेखा की बिल्कुल रेखा की तरह बहुत अच्छी actress है. And I was like, Mummy, you have to see ये है जिंदगी or with Shah Rukh and Alia. It's so good.
Yeah.
That was a good film. I like, as a therapist, I really like that film. All right, Shah Rukh Khan, Amir, or Salman, and why? Actor and personal.
Oh, as a person, Shah Rukh Khan is just amazing.
He's
His energy,
my
and he
favorite person in the whole world, and I've only met him literally once in my life. I've met his
he
wife
can charm anybody. He can charm anybody. I think his charm works so well with the media. He's amazing.
What about
You know,
performance
once I
wise?
was very angry with him because he made me wait for about 7, 8 hours before giving an interview. So he said, "I'm ready now." I said, "No, no, I'm going home." He said, "Hey, chalna, chalna." And he took me to his vanity van. You know what he told his manager? For the next 1 hour, no calls, no nothing, no nothing. And for that 1 hour, he was so into the interview. I felt that if it was worth waiting for the 8 hours, चलो माफ किया सब
Cool, Maffer. Chalian. Okay, and as a person, as Shah Rukh Khan, as a person, as an
amazing.
actor, as an actor,
Actor, sometimes I feel he does certain mannerism, like that one he himself imitates that one thing he does. Na? But otherwise, you forget the little few mannerisms apart. He's amazing as an actor.
what
You see,
about
watch him in Swades. In
I've
Swades, there is
seen
no
Swadis
mannerism.
5 times. You don't understand. I'm a huge Shah Rukh Khan fan. If Shah Rukh Khan was single and Allah had given me a dream of to marry Shah Rukh Khan, I would have been in a different place altogether. If Shah Rukh Khan had not been married to Gauri.
He would have been in Jannat.
In Mannat. Exactly.
Mannat.
Mannat and Jannat, both. Anyway, okay, let's talk about the tricky one, Amir.
Amir is a very good
Actor
actor.
wise, performance
Very good
wise.
actor. But he does very few films.
Okay.
I think he should do more films. And I also feel as a person, I mean,
Moody.
it's a long story, but
Moody. Maybe
it's
Moody.
actually temperamental. And
Okay.
I remember he was a bit angry with me and he said he didn't want to talk to me. And then I went on the premiere of Three Idiots. So there was Mahadevan and the actor, Sharman Joshi, was it?
I don't know.
Uh, and then there was Amir. So I wished them and I passed Amir without wishing him. And he said, "Hello, I'm standing here too." So then I went back and wished him. And that's how we broke the ice. Of course, we don't do interviews anymore, but I like it when even if you're not happy with me, don't stop saying hello. I
Of
think that's the
course.
least we can do.
That's basic.
Actors, yeah, actors stop saying hello and they stop talking to
But
you.
that's basic common decency. That's
Yeah, say I will not do an interview with you. I'm fine by that. But
yeah,
if I'm standing there and you bypass me and don't say hello after having known me for so many years,
right.
I
Exactly.
find that I find that avoidable. I have two things I don't like. One is this, and the other is when I ask you for an interview, you keep me hanging. It's better to say yes or no.
Right. Right.
That holds true for humanity also. I think if I call you for a party or anything, you have to say yes or no.
Right. Exactly.
मैं
Exactly.
नहीं आया मतलब समझ लेना कि मैं नहीं आने वाला था is
But
very foolish.
that's a very Bombay thing. I've seen that so many times. I've
RSVP does not work here.
there's no such thing. और बनिए की दुकान खुलती है जब बनिया उठता है तभी खुल राशन की दुकान तभी खुलती है जब वो बनिया उठता है I learned that lesson. I was like, what the hell? In Miami, everyone is at work at 7:38 a.m. and people are coming here to work at 12 p.m. when it's time for lunch. I learned so much when I was in India. It was unbelievable. All right, let's talk about Mr. Salman Khan, performance and as a person.
As a person, as,
Performance and then as a person.
as an actor,
Yes.
I think he's good at what he does, but he doesn't go beyond that.
Okay. He's
He's,
stagnant.
he's happy in his, like he will never do a negative role, and this he has said on quote
Right.
because he doesn't want. I think that limits him in a way, you
Right.
know. And as a person, I would call him mixed. There's no one Salman Khan.
Okay.
He can be very rude. He can be very good. And it's not that at least I think, it's not that he's pretending to be one or pretending to be the other. He's both. So when he's good, he's good.
Well, I've done a photo shoot with Amir in my new. I had been in Siroc Hotel for literally 2 months with Rakesh Reshta. Remember, he was the big deal back then.
Like, it's a very
And
big
yeah,
fan.
and it was for Stardust, and he was a very, very professional, extremely good gentleman, highly intellectual, very kind, very nice. And that was my experience with Amir. I never did a movie with him. I worked with Salman in Buland. The film never got completed because Rafiq Azi, the producer, passed away in the midst of the film. He had a heart attack. And for Salman was very, very encouraging, very professional, highly encouraging, and very caring. He would teach me things. He was wonderful during the filming of of Buland. Amir, I love as an actor. I think he's an
Yes,
excellent actor.
true,
What
true.
what was that movie he did? It was about not three. I never watched Three Idiots, but there was a movie. Pike,
Lagan,
Pike, Pike,
yeah,
Pike.
PK.
I love that movie. I absolutely love that movie. That was a cool movie. Did it do well in India, or
Yes, yes, of course it did well.
okay? It did do well.
His biggest hit to date is Lagan.
Oh, I love Lagan. It's a beautiful movie.
And
He puts his heart and soul into his performances, and he really is very picky and choosy about what film and what script and what he's gonna do in
so
terms.
if I close my eyes, you close your eyes, and what's the first visual you get of Amir?
Okay, I
What did
see
you
him
get?
with a cricket bat in Lagan.
Okay. I close my eyes and I see Papa Kehte Hain.
Oh,
I just love that song. I love the vibe of that song. I like,
oh God, yes, yes, with Juhi Chawla, yes,
yeah.
or was it Madhuri Dixit? No, that was Dil.
No, no, no. Juhi Chawla, Kayamat se Kayamat tak.
Dil was with Madhuri. That's right.
This
Okay.
is Kayamat.
All
In
right.
this song, incidentally, his wife was there.
Rina was in that
Yeah,
song.
she was there
Yeah.
for one scene.
Yeah, of course. She was just, yeah, she seemed like a very sweet person. And
Yes,
I'm sure she still is. What okay, Amit ji or Rajesh Khanna? And why?
difficult. Such you asking me really difficult questions.
This is a rapid fire round.
Acha,
Amit ji and Rajesh Khanna, it's easy. Amit ji is very professional. He's an excellent
Rajesh
actor.
Khanna was God when I was 14 or 15.
He was my
Actually,
John when I was 4. I
12,
wanted to marry
12.
him when I was 4 years old.
In 1969, he had a golden jubilee called Doraste running in Opera House,
With
and
Sharmila Tagore.
another golden jubilee called Aradhna running half a kilometer away in Roxy.
Wow.
Two golden jubilees running at the same time.
Wow.
Golden jubilees with 50 vehicles.
Wow.
When Rajesh Khanna was God, I used to, and when I met him, he was so charming. His voice was like, oral ambrosia.
Hey, I
You know,
got to sit in his lap and he gave me a kiss on my cheek and he gave me chocolate.
he didn't do that to me, but I didn't want that either. But we spent a lot of time in his office
But I was
after
only 6 years old and I said, Please wait for me. When I get older, I'll marry you. Okay, don't get married. And my mom was
everybody
like,
wanted to marry
Somy,
him. And
be quiet. You don't talk like that. And then he said, It's okay, bachie, bachie. And then he gave me a kiss and he gave me a chocolate. I remember.
wasn't he charming?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I'm sitting in his lap dying and I'm telling him, don't get married. Wait for me. Wait till I get older. And then he gave me chocolate and then he said, Tina, jaldi aake is bachchi ko autograph do. And then Tina Munin came and she spelled my name with an I. And I said, excuse me, you spell my
It's
name
a
with
lie.
my name ends with a Y. Can you fix it in my autograph book? Because it will ruin my autograph book. And she started laughing. And then she made it a Y. It was I remember that very clearly. I don't know what I think they were filming for Savan Kumar Tak some
Yes, Sultan,
but
Sultan.
he was in it also.
Sultan, Sultan.
Main Teri Choti Behna, that movie. Yeah,
Right, right.
that one. Okay. All right. So
Oh,
we
you
got
didn't, you didn't ask me about Amitabh. You asked me, but I didn't answer.
I was just going to ask you, what do you think of his performance in comparison to
Amitabh
Rajesh
Bachchan is
Khanna?
a fabulous actor, Amitabh Bachchan, because he is able to change himself with time. See, Dharmendra is a fantastic actor. So is Jitendra is a very successful actor.
Right,
So they could not match up with the times.
right.
And Amitabh Bachchan kept reinventing himself. And
So
these are even relevant today. I think
I
that's
have
it.
I have a photo with him when I was 6, and he was wearing Kudar's taxi driver uniform. And he said, "Sweetheart, my taxi talks." And I said, "That makes zero sense. A taxi cannot talk." And then 10 years later in Nepal, he was shooting for Kudagawa. I was 17, and I knocked on his door, and we were shooting for Bulan in Kathmandu. And I knocked on his door, and he was shooting for Kudagawa. And I said, I was looking for, actually, I was looking for Salman's sister, because she was the assistant director of the film. I said, "Amitji, do you remember me? I'm the kid who told you your taxi cannot talk when I was 7, and now I'm 17." And he said, "I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I don't remember you." I said, "How can you not remember me? I had an argument, a discussion about a taxi not being able to converse or have a conversation. How can you forget me?" And now I'm 17, 10 years later, and he started laughing and laughing and laughing. And he said, "I'm sorry, I meet a lot of children. I'm sorry I don't remember you, but it's lovely to meet you again, and it's lovely to see you." And but anyways, so that's, I met him when I was 7 and then 17. It was
I'll tell you something about Amitabh, which is we was at a location in Calcutta for some premiere of Hum, or was it Agnipath? So he called everybody to his room, all the editors.
right,
Only editors were invited to that do.
right,
So we went to his room and he said, come in whatever you're wearing, pajamas, kurtas, lungi. No, I don't give you time to change. You have to come right now. So
right.
we went in nightwear to his room. And of course, he ordered drinks, and Jayaji was there, Romesh Sharma was there. Romesh Sharma, so it must have been Hum. Okay.
Okay.
He was a producer. And so he said, now everybody recite a poem or say something, or. So I recited a poem called Burapa, which is there in the book. And everybody went to, after that, had their drinks and went home. Next morning, we were going together in a bus, the press as well as the stars. He came, my seat was next to me, was empty. He came and sat down there and he said, I liked your poem. And
Wow.
then he left. He
Wow.
just said, I liked your poem, and then he left. Now, he didn't
Wow.
have to do that.
I got goosebumps. Wow. Oh my God.
And
Wow.
then whenever I write a book, I ask him to do a forward or release the book. He always says yes.
Well, his father was a poet, right?
Yeah, so that's why I didn't ask him for this book.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, what did you think of Rajesh Khanna? Did you say personality wise? What happened to him in the after the successes went down? What happened to him?
He couldn't take failure.
What
He told
happened?
me,
What was his demeanor? What did he act out? Did he get drunk a
yes,
lot?
he told me he went on the terrace of his building and said, God, why did you give me so much success if you were going to take it all away? Give it back to me.
Wow.
And then Dimple Kapadia had to go up with domestic staff and bring him down from the terrace.
Right. Exactly.
But then he was rewarded with it for a short while. He got this film, I am not remembering the name now, from the south, and that did very well. But that was a short. That film did well, and Southern did well. But then again, his film started flopping. He could not handle failure. He
I
couldn't take it.
remember I was at a party, and he always wore a white kurta pajama and
Yes.
black shoe, this black chappal that he always wore, and he would wear a black bracelet. That's how much obsessed I was with him. And I was at a party, and he was probably about 20 feet away from where I was standing. And I caught his eye, he caught my eyes, and I was 16, 17, and I didn't have the courage to walk 20 feet up to him and say, "Do you remember I sat in your lap and you gave me chocolate?" I couldn't do that. I just couldn't do it. And I'm like, "Why did you not walk up to him, you idiot? You could have talked to him." I mean, I was like, well. Why did I not do that? But I got to spend 20 days with Vinod uncle. He's the nicest man ever. What do you think of Vinod Khanna?
Well, very interesting to watch on screen, but very unprofessional. Sorry.
I didn't know about that because we never worked for 20 days.
Professional in the sense, no sense of discipline, timing.
He
I
was
even for a
also in
photo,
that Osho thing. He was involved in that Osho.
yeah, so got up. And it was for a cover shoot to get him. It took me 5, 6 days of chasing for a story. I mean, people like to do covers. They're like dying to do covers. And here was this man who was so disinterested in them. But finally, the cover was fabulous.
How was
Yeah.
Chintu uncle? First,
Arey, it was amazing.
he's my John. He's my John.
It was so crazy. I remember walking
I
up.
still have dreams of him. I still watch his movies. I miss him to death. He's
I just want to share two incidents of Chintu.
sure I love him.
I don't call people Chintu and all. I used to call him Rishiji only because I don't have that habit of
He told me to call him Chintu uncle personally.
Govinda. I never called him Chichi in all my life. I called him Govinda.
Right.
The rest of the guys used to call him Chichi.
Right.
Anyway, that's not the point. I
Right.
went to my Navketan,
Okay.
that Abing Theatre.
Right.
Do a story on Raj Kapoor's death. No, I interviewed Chimpu and then I'm saying calling.
He was a very good friend of mine. Okay, go on.
And then Ranveer I interviewed, and then Chintu was left. So I went up to him and he said, no, 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 मुझे कुछ बात नहीं करना यार. It's too painful. I said, come on now. I got 2 interviews. If you don't do, the whole story will fall. I wanted the 3 sons talking about it. So अच्छा चल घर चल मेरे साथ. So then we started walking. Halfway through the walking, saying, "ये तेरे पास गाड़ी वाड़ी कुछ नहीं है क्या?" I said, मोटरसाइकिल था. तो idiot बताया क्यों नहीं? उधर से यहाँ walking आ रहे हैं हम लोग. I said, I thought maybe you'll not come on a bike. See, don't be stupid. We went to his house. Neetu gave him diet food. He ate the diet food and he said, "अभी मेरा वाला खाना लाओ." And then he ate the other one.
My God.
And the other incident I remember is,
This because I've seen this on set.
you have seen this also.
Yes.
Then I was driving once and I stopped at domestic signal of Santa Cruz Airport, and there was one car next to me, and tuck tuck he knocked on the door. I opened the window and he said, "क्या स्टार है क्या? ऋषि कपूर को नहीं पहचानता है क्या?" I said,
Oh my
he was
God.
amazing. I loved him.
So, he had this persona where he's very arrogant and people were scared of him. But he was the nicest, kindest, sweetest, compassionate.
No, he could say some rude things, but he was a good guy.
But he was
Really
honest. People took it as
honest.
rude, but he was honest. And
हाँ.
for him to say, Somi beta, याद रखना, मैं इस दुनिया से जा रहा हूँ, राज को ढूंढना मत छोड़ना, राज को ढूंढना. And that's why I'm still on my 16th year looking for Raj Kiran. Because Chintu uncle and Dipti Naval and myself, well, Chintu uncle tried, Dipti Naval tried, I'm still trying. We're all under the impression that he's kept somewhere under coercion, not under duress, not he's kept under against his will, somewhere in
You
the
are talking about Raj Kiran.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to clarify that for the viewers. You're talking about Raj Kiran.
Yeah, Raj Kiran.
Raj Kiran was an amazing guy.
Last I talked to the doctor in Baikala. He told me he was in Baikala. Then his brother Gobind took him to New York. And now I recently found out I've been to New Jersey, Atlanta, New York. Now again in September, I'm planning to go to New York. I found another place where he might be because I want to find out if he's okay. That's all I promised. And I want to give Chintu uncle's Atma ko Shanti deni hi deni hai. क्योंकि मैंने वादा किया है. I have promised.
But if you get Raj Kiran, I would love to say just a hello to him and to find out his.
I'm dying to find him. I'm restless. It's bothering me because I made a promise. I made a promise to a man who was on his deathbed and, who I really respected, someone I really respected and loved and cared for. And he used to call me
What an actor! Rishi
What an
Kapoor was.
actor. Oh my God. He was the most underrated actor and he was the most natural actor. Most natural actor. I was
There's a
just watching
film with
Ye Vada Raha, and I'm like, what a natural actor.
you watch him in Kabhi Kabhi. He doesn't have the biggest role, but he's
Right.
amazing as a boyfriend who won't give up on his girl, and she won't give up on her finding her
Kullam
mother.
Kulla, Pyar Karenge Kullam Kulla, right?
That was the other song. That Kabhi Kabhi was that one Bhangra song he does with. In that Mumtaz's niece was also there.
Who was that girl, that very pretty girl with
Yeah,
Neetu Singh and Jinju uncle is singing and
yeah, yeah.
dancing? She was beautiful. Who is she?
तेरा तेरा जैसा रंग तेरा na 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 na. That song. She's Mumtaz's niece.
God, now that's gonna bother me. Uh, Chahe Kaate Churiyan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I remember. I remember. Oh my God, that was Mumtaz's niece. She was so
Yes.
beautiful. I wondered what happened to her. Another
You know,
kid
she didn't
I
get
wonder
involved.
what happened to is the kid in Masoom, not Ormila, but the little other kid, not Jugal, but the other little girl. I wonder what happened to her. I have no idea. I always wonder about these weird things. But okay,
Masoom. Can I share something on Masoom?
of course, it's a beautiful
We were
movie.
watching Masoom. I was engaged to be married.
Okay,
My wife was sitting with me.
right?
So we were watching Masoom, and she told me, "Why don't you go? Should I go out and get you some Vicks Vapor Rub or something?" I said, "Why?" She said, "You're sniffing." I said, "That's because I'm crying."
Oh my God.
You know, which scene in Masoom I really cried a lot? When Nasir puts his hand on Jugal in the car.
Oh, you know which one when he said, "Aapke papa glasses pehante hain," he drew a picture of his father and he said, "Aapke papa glasses pehante hain," to
Even
Jugal.
I relate to the same movies.
I know.
We have to talk movies when you come here.
Are you kidding me? We're going to be talking for 5 days in one go. All right, moving forward. Um, why does Rekha ji wear sindoor? Please explain this to me.
I think for her, it's a fashion statement.
That's it?
Or maybe it could be now. I'm now speculating. It could be an expression of a unfulfilled khwahish.
Okay. Unfulfilled desire, yeah. All right. Are friendships in Bollywood true between actors? Have you seen that?
See, somebody just told me, I told somebody that, I've never been able to befriend a journalist.
Right.
It doesn't work. So I think same thing must be true of actors also. They can be
Right.
friends after their, like now, Vaida Rahman, Sadhna, Asha Parekh, Nanda, the 60s heroines. They formed a group and they used to go to, I thought it was beautiful. They used to go to different restaurants once a
I
month.
love Wahida auntie. She was always at Salman's house at Galaxy Apartments. She was very close to Salman auntie. She's such a lovely lady. Amazing lady. Actually, Amit ji was asked, "Who's your favorite actress?" And he said Wahida Rahman. I was
Yes.
shocked that that's what he said, that was his favorite actress. She did a
Right.
film with Rajesh Khanna and Dharamji. It was a black and white movie, and she was,
Khamoshi.
oh, what a movie! Oh my God, I cannot wait to see you. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I just cannot wait. Okay, all right. So, what's better, life with social media or without?
It can't exist without. We all need like how you and I would have communicated if there was no social media.
Right, right.
We would
Okay.
have had to meet in person all the time.
So society and technology is progressing. It's a good thing.
It's not for the best. I don't think it's very good all the time. In fact, social media ironically has isolated us in a way.
That's what Prashant was telling me, that a lot of
See,
people just talk.
today you don't call up and wish people happy birthday. You do it on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, you wish people on I tell people don't wish me on WhatsApp. It's okay if you don't wish me, but don't wish me on WhatsApp.
Oh my God, when is your birthday? I have to put this in my calendar.
March 31st.
I'm March 25th.
Oh, we are Aries.
Yes.
Oh, no wonder we have two wonderful people talking to each other.
March 35th and March 25th. Oh my God. What time? Do you know what time you were born?
Yes.
What time?
Early morning, 6 a.m. or something.
I was born at 4:30 in the morning.
I tell you, this number of coincidences.
Oh my God, early morning, 4:30 in the morning. My mom said, "Oh God, you drove me crazy for 2 days. You just didn't want to enter the world." I said, "Mommy, do you wonder why I didn't want to?" But anyway, moving forward. Okay, so do you believe in nepotism? Is it good or bad? I mean, of course, everyone,
What is nepotism? Tell me.
well, they get
It,
their leg in, they
it,
get their foot in the door. If you're
it's
connected.
my money. I can put it anywhere else I want. If
Oh,
the Karan Johar wants to invest in Janvi, who am
right.
I to ask him why aren't you investing it in Tapsi Pannu or whatever, whoever else? Who
Okay.
am I?
Okay.
Tell me, Abhishek gave me a very good instance. He said if Rakesh Roshan has got Ritik Roshan at home, why will he come to Abhishek Bachchan?
That's true. Yeah, why would
Isn't
he
it
do
true?
that?
You have a star sitting at home. Is that nepotism? That's not nepotism. That's sensible business sense.
Yeah, because parents will favor their own children, their own blood, rather than outsiders.
And tell me, Romesh Sharma, there's a producer called Romesh Sharma who made many films. He invested a film in his son. The film didn't do well. It had Amitabh Bachchan, his best friend. Romesh Sharma and Amitabh Bachchan were very good friends. It didn't work. He didn't make another film for his son. He said, now go and fire, do your own bit.
Right.
Sorry.
All right. Last question. One line from your own poetry that you return to when the weight becomes too heavy.
Oh, my, I don't remember my own poems. I have to read them.
Tell me anything.
Then I return to it. Ah, I remember two lines, and they are very befitting to your question.
Okay.
रात से क्या शिकायत करे कि अंधेरे बहुत हैं रात से क्या शिकायत करे कि अंधेरे बहुत हैं बेहतर ये होगा हम सितारे ढूंढ लें
Wow. That is beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. And it's so optimistic to end on this note. It's absolutely beautiful.
I love talking to you. It is
I
so much.
miss you so much. This was so good. I love you and I cannot wait to see you. And don't forget to tell Nasir that I want him on the Uncomfortable Conversation. And don't forget,
I've not met him in 20 years.
really?
I have not met him. I don't go out in the field now. I talk to them on the phone mostly.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if you see Rekha, can you tell her there's a diehard fan?
I talk to her when she calls me.
Okay, just tell her there's a diehard fan who met her when she was 7. She was shooting for Agar Tum Na Hote. And
You tell me when you're going to be in Bombay, I'll ask her for her dates.
please, I just 5 minutes. I just want to touch her, just like 5 minutes. I'm obsessed with her. I absolutely love her. She's the most beautiful woman in the world. I love her. And I
Okay.
still watch Rajan. And I love you. And this was phenomenal. I'm gonna go to bed because I'm exhausted. And I know you have your day to go about. And thank you for giving me this opportunity.
I want you to give me a message for my book release. Whatever you like to say. Why should
I
me?
have been through Dinesh's book Adhuri Waishone, and in English it is titled Unfulfilled Desires. I would encourage each and every one of you that is watching this show to please go out and get a copy of this book because you would be missing out on something that is absolutely unbelievably extraordinarily phenomenal, and it will be literally a loss if you don't give this book a read. Please go out and get a copy of Unfulfilled Desires. I am, and I urge all of you to do so as well. Please, for my, not only for because I love my friend here, I've known him since I was 16, but because it's an excellent book and I encourage all of you to do it. Please.
one line more. The book will be available from August 14 onwards. Otherwise, they'll go out now and they will not get it.
And just so all of you know,
And also it will be available on Amazon as well as bookstores.
also, just so all of you know, the book will be available starting the 14th of August on Amazon as well as other regular retail bookstores. August 14th. Remember, guys, August 14th, go out and get Unfulfilled Desires. You must have it. Otherwise, you are at a big loss in every shape or form, intellectually, every shape or form. You have to read it. You have to read it. Please do us this favor. Do me this favor. Do Dinesh this favor. And we need more books like these to be out there. And we need to support books like these. And August 14th, Amazon and all the other bookstores, it will be available. Go out and get it. Thank you so much.